So it is raining here today in July, so let's give the plants a good old water. So I've spent the last 10 minutes running in and out the house, grabbing the plants. We'll give them a good water, leave them out here for a bit until the water's running through the pods. Then we'll take them back inside and let them dry out. So a lot of these aloe veras and stuff will just need a good soaking and then left to dry out. Obviously you've got a couple of yuccas there, bananas, a couple of ferns there, bamboo. Them ferns, they can have a good soaking, they can stay wet. But the rest we'll let dry out again after it's had a good water. So this is my melon and pumpkin arch. Not quite as I wanted it, but it's just a polytunnel frame and it's covered with some fence mesh. But what I was hoping for, which I have learned from a few mistakes, I wanted them to all hang down like this, which I've now realised that I have to be quite fast, because when they start growing I have to pull them down underneath the mesh. Otherwise, if I'm too late, they end up on top of the mesh and they're not hanging down like this. But that's what gardening is, learning from your mistakes. Now if you do get any and they're a bit like this, do not worry about them, just snap them off. Now that is nothing to do with the plant, that is probably just not being pollinated properly. The flower probably hasn't been pollinated properly, so that can just get flung away. But what you, like I say, you have to get that under there while they're young, otherwise you're going to miss the opportunity. But also that one, well, we'll see which one does best, to be fair, because like I said, might not be pollinated properly, one of them. Both of them might not be, but not to worry. So I won't be snapping them off until I see if one's grown well, because I'll probably snap the good enough and keep the rubbish one. But you have to be gentle, obviously. So these are all the flowers which go like this and then turn into them, which they're shark fin melons. Never grown them before, but we'll give it a go. But we've also got pumpkins. Now that pumpkin's upside down. These are just your normal standard Halloween type pumpkins, but they're more down the bottom. And as you can hear, it is chucking it down now. Now that one's going a bit yellow. I was hoping it'd be a bit bigger before it went yellow, but beggars can't be choosers. But these shark fin melons seem to be going mental. Now I've only put this arch up this winter, so I've managed to build a bit of a raised planter here, but not this side. This side went straight into the ground, and as you can see, the difference from being straight in the ground, a bit rubbish, to being in this planter that I filled with stuff out the compost heap and soil. And but what I think's happened is it's been warmer in the raised one than in the ground, even though the ground would probably get more water than the raised one. The raised one's been warmer because I've had a lot more stuff planted. The good old slugs have had a feast on them. Only these seem to have survived it. So I had all different types of pumpkins. Jack pumpkins. I had, still might have one or two, but not doing a lot. Cucumber plants. But they don't seem to be doing much. Even though last year I was having to just put them straight on the compost heap because we had that many. So it's August the 1st today, and what I have done, I'm clearing these weeds. But here, you see these bags? Well, we had some potatoes in the house and they've all gone to root. So I've just been filling these bags and chucking them in. I'll do some more. No, I'm not sure what's happened to that pumpkin. Ah, it's just a leaf on it. It's a bit squashed in there, isn't it? But yeah, I have read that you can plant them now for a late crop. We'll give it a go. And you might think, well, bags, they're not breathable bags, they're like builder's bags. Will they be any good? Well, I suppose it's no different to being a plant pot, is it? So why not? I can't say. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But we will learn from our mistakes. Anyway, just chucking it down. So I'm getting under shelter. And as you can hear, you might hear a buzzing every now and then. That'll be that mole deterrent, because moles keep digging the place up. So, and just in case you're wondering how big it is, well, yeah. So what we have not read is these aren't like your sweet, like watermelons. They're more like you make a pie out of them. But we'll give them a go. But a lot of vitamins in them. It's a bit drier in this polytunnel, but it also is a mess. Everything's just gone chaotic in here, and I just don't have enough time in the day. But as long as we get a good crop, it doesn't matter. I'm starting to get some tomatoes. So, especially cherry tomatoes. This all sorts in here, the stuff I haven't even planted out.